Hello, it's me, Jack-a-Lopium. Welcome along. We're back playing some more Encased, which is a post-apocalyptic sci-fi RPG. It's pretty good. This is like episode 26. I do want to get through this, maybe all the way to the conclusion. This is actually season 2 of Encased. Like, you can tell from the episode number that this has been going on for some time. The end of last episode, we asked to go and speak to Martin Kingsley, who is in fact the leader of the whole operation. We didn't need to take a quest or anything like that. They just let us straight through, which is it's much appreciated in an RPG. She didn't ask us to go down the sewers and kill 10 rats or flipping jump through any number of like flaming hoops. So anyway, let's talk to Kingsley. A small, thin old man in a satin grey jacket with several large silver chevrons sits in an armchair. Stylish. Martin Kingsley, head of Magellan Station. He seemed more imposing on the screen. In Kingsley's eyes, you see growing surprise. Great. He's looking right at you. I don't understand. He says, am I hallucinating again? Is it the visions again? Tell him he's probably heard about you. You awoke from stasis. You awoke from stasis in the ruins of Nashville not long ago. Or we could duck the question. It's not a priority. Remind him how in September of 1976 he sent you to Nashville. Well, he didn't send us as such. I mean, he did only in the fact that he's our boss. But we did sign up for a mission, which we knew full well we would not be coming back from. Not necessarily a suicide mission. But yeah, tell him he's probably heard about you, you awoke from stasis, etc., etc. Martin smiles politely but skeptically. I'm sorry, but I can't credit claims that are hard to either confirm or refute, he says. Tell him you understand his position and aren't insistent on anything, or object. He can confirm the story himself if he does a bit of digging in his own memory. He was the one who sent you to Nashville after all. Well, he's probably sent lots of people all over the place. He's a leader of men. He opens a large notebook. Yes, that makes sense. Are you ready to talk business? He says. Ask what it's like to be in charge. Ask what he thinks about revoking Magellan's citizenship. Ask him if there's anything you could do for the new committee. Find out if he has any tasks for you. Let's just do some waffly kind of small talk very quickly. You can read that on your own. I think we're going to be a little bit more diplomatic, so we're not going to worry about revoking Magellan's citizenship. Ask if there's anything we could do for the new committee, or they're essentially the same thing. New committee, do it. This is Magellan as the quest. Martin folds his hands on the table and regards you. Absolutely, although our main mission is work on the emulator, there's something else. Before we can restore them, we need someone to scout the affected facilities and report on their status. Alright. Yeah, okay. So, it looks like there's at least one new location there, Gretel 4. Kingsley opens a map on his handheld. Take a look. This is where the Gretel object is. Okay. A small experimental complex. Communication was lost on September 14, 1976. And yeah, quick bit of overview or world building, just in case you don't remember. But this basically takes place in an alternate timeline, 1970s. I think we're in 1978, right? Or maybe even 79. So post Star Wars, but pre Empire Strikes Back, is that? Yeah, just barely. This point on the map is the Sonora warehouse bunker. Yeah, we've been there. The exact date when we lost communication is unknown, but the last successful attempt was recorded in October 1976. The silver goes on. Okay, that still keeps on filling in a bunch of stuff. Martin swipes his finger across the screen. Oh, in the 1970s, we got touchscreen technology, and marker light flashes up. Oh, and a marker lights up in an empty square. There you go. I can read, honest. The Kaleidoscope Project bunker. This one was classified and access restricted. Yeah, we've not been there. And then the next one is Campbell's. After a brief search, the director points to a certain location on the map. I am doing great, not butchering these words. And the Campbell facility, he says, don't ask me what's going on there. They stopped responding to our signals shortly after the incident. Yeah, fine. Gimme loads of missions, man. Kingsley pressed a button on the Keras. Now you have the coordinates of the different facilities. I'll repeat the task. Scout them out and come right back. That will be all. We can say we've been to one of these facilities. Kingsley loosely clasps his hands and looks at you with interest. Very well, he says. I'm listening. So we report on the condition of Sonora bunker. Gives us +6 reputation with the officials. The director taps on the table with a pencil while you speak. Partially destroyed them. Okay, I'll write that down. Thank you. He mechanically signs and stamps a document with your statements. Do you have anything else to report? No, we don't. Let's just bugger off, and that's the end of that. So I guess the last thing on our to-do list, our current to-do list, is not that. It's L, yes. Is to let's check out the emulator from Magellan Station. We needed to turn it on. What else can we do? A suspicious cave, like man-eaters in a cave. It doesn't actually say what's going on there. Skeleton with dog tags. Paris asks you to visit a small graveyard. Alright, but I can't remember where it is. Minerva. In the mainframe room on floor 6, you are asked to help configure Minerva, a computer network consisting of several mainframes. Okay. Ida Grace has gathered a team planning to ambush in the caves behind the residential area. When the conspirators from Orange Wing attempt their escape, she's going to attack and eliminate them. Perhaps there's a less violent way. Yeah, I don't know, because I've already wiped them out, so I don't know if there is a way for me to do that. And there you go. This is just these extra bits and bobs. Kaleidoscope, Campbell, Gretel, and Sonora, which we've already looked at. I'm going to pin this one. So I think we are going to go down to the power supply on floor 7. And then we'll just start walking out. We'll start traveling out to those facilities. Okay, so let's go down to the reactor section.
Exploration level -7. Reactor room. How quickly will the radiation cease my functions if I decide to study the reactor up close? I'm weighing up the risks. So far, the cost of this knowledge seems unreasonably high.
Yeah, I don't think so. But you do you. There's this guy who's just absorbing a bunch of rads. A short grey-eyed orange is spinning some valves into the red zone. Neither the cackle of the Keras dosimeter or the warning signs all around him seem to bother him. He stops you. Hey, don't stand in my light, okay? Tell him this area is unsafe. Ask him what he's doing in a high radiation area without protective equipment. Or ask him if he's worried about the radiation. Why are we here without radiation suit? I guess I've come here voluntarily. The worker grunts his contempt. And why not? At the safety lecture they told us harm from radiation is greatly exaggerated. So everything's hunky-dunky here, no worries. Explain that the lecturer gave him a snow job. Deliver a brief but descriptive lecture on the effects of excessive, or silently show him the reading on the dosimeter. Let's do the science. The orange looks at the warning poster on all sides and his brow darkens. That would explain me feeling sick lately. Damn it, those fucking greys. After this shift, I'm transferring the hell out of here, and thank you. There you go, we've got a little bit of extra reputation with the orange wings. So yeah, this is a thing. There's this elevator over here, the broken one for the oranges. We've got a valve. I'm kind of a little bit scared. Shall we go in this direction? Let's talk to this guy. I mean, maybe we can get ourselves, you know, a rad suit. He's called Clayton Montgomery. Let's talk to him. A dusty, disheveled man turns to you. His badge reads Clayton Montgomery, electrician. He holds his Keras operating system commands guide in his hands. Okay, so it's a manual, some kind of user manual. Montgomery eyes you with an expression of infinite fatigue. Have I met Montgomery before? I think I have. No, I don't know when it will be ready. Not sure it will happen at all. And now, dear sir, if you don't mind, please leave the room. I have work to do. Let's ask him what he's doing. I was called on my scheduled day off to repair a system which I have nothing to do with. I understand you don't care about this box. You're more into blah, 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 blah. He speaks with a strong British accent, so a bit like mine, or like if you're familiar with other British flipping content creators, most of them have quite heavy speech impediments. I don't know where that comes from, because if we'd have expressed those kind of speech impediments in my day, if we'd have expressed those kind of speech impediments, we would have been forced to go to a voice, whatever they call them, a voice coach or voice therapy. But yeah, there's loads of British YouTubers with like really pronounced kind of like verbal tics. Oh, it's awful. Tell him the box is exactly what you're interested in, as it was Russo who asked you to come here. And there you go. My apologies.
Come back again.
So yeah, maybe he does have a bunch of friggin'... sorry about that. Maybe he does have a bunch of speech impediments. Can we press any buttons? Oh, look at that. There must be a special kind of mainframe controlling the power system. Okay. Okay, the heat is rising. Montgomery asks you to work on a terminal to restore backup power. Okay. Work on the terminal to restore power. Okay. Yeah, let's update the database. No data required. Let's log out. We'll search these crates. Okay, so let's inspect the switches. Auxiliary systems power. Or Emulator Project main power. Or step up to the terminal. You peer at the tiny lines of text on the screen. Oh my lord. Auxiliary systems are disabled. Insufficient power to start auxiliary. Okay, so I guess we would have to pull the first lever, right? System needs to be reconfigured. I'm stunned. Let's start a cooler. No. Turn off the buzzer. Right. Saves us. Okay, yeah. So that has gone up. Power saving mode. What? The converter system reports an error. Without a... Yeah, okay. So cooler. Still lacks power. So let's turn on power saving. So that's 1 more kilowatt. So also turn off the system backlight. Not really necessary unless you intend to carry out large-scale repairs. Okay, so we're up to 7. Let's start the cooler. The amount of available system power drops by 5. Okay. Start the first converter. Lacks power to activate. What about the second converter? Okay. I don't know, man. I don't flippin' know. I'm enraged now. Yeah, I don't know exactly. Is there anything else we have to do? Just gonna go and explore very quickly. That is the other thing I wanted to check out. Can we break this down? Yeah, we can. Strip them. Strip them. And then what do we get? A little bit of plastics. Fine. I mean, it's not gonna change the world. It's not gonna set the world on fire. You see a tall, young, black-winged woman with cropped hair standing guard beside the out-of-order elevator. She looks you over, chewing her gum slowly. The shiny badge on her chest reads, Greta Kaufman, Security. Ask her where it goes. About half the time it goes down and the other half it goes up, she says. Let's bribe her. Oh no, what am I doing? I'm developing an affectation. That means I'm like ideally placed as a British YouTuber. Zing! Kaufman hesitates, but greed overcomes her sense of duty. After counting the bills a second time, Greta lets you pass. Later. One more thing, if for some reason you decide to cause trouble in there, I'll beat you up, get me? The black menacingly taps her baton on her palm. A. Yeah, take it all, man. Take it all. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. My controls seem to be sticking. Not sure why. Alright, radiation. Good times. Just gonna search all of this crap. I'm going to start taking all of that earth and then just drop it all somewhere, just because it will be better for Fargo pants. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm just going to take all of the piles of dirt. This is those bits, those generators. Yeah, only 3 hours. Let's talk to this guy. You talk to two oranges. One of them is sitting against the wall looking gloomy. The other pacing back and forth with his hands behind his back. Looks like they're arguing about something.
Hello there.
The red-haired guy wearing the duct tape spectacles notices you first. He stops pacing and offers you his hand. Doug Preston, he says. That sad monkey in the corner is my friend Link Child. Idiot. Ask them why. I'll take a closer look. The uniform is slightly different. It's got fancy reflective armbands with semicircular chevrons reading special services. Ask them why they're sitting there. Link, Harold and I, we typically work together. We used to work together. Here we go again. Link's convinced something's bad happens to his brother Harold. Give us a quest to go and find him. Harold entered the ventilation system. I bet he's one of the blue corpses we've encountered. Preston points at the ventilation access. Could you please see blah 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 blah? Yeah. We'll agree to help. That's awesome, man. That is absolutely awesome. So yeah, we do have a new quest. So we've got a broken electronic device. We've got a steam vent. Fuse box is broken. Let's fix it. Shut down the circuit breakers and properly insulate the damaged cables. Okay, so there is the doomsday whistle. Gonna play a little bit longer. The damaged indicator, blibbly blobbly blue. Okay, so how do we get past this lot? And then there's a ladder down. So maybe it's one of these valves over here. Well, not these valves, because they don't exist. But wasn't there a valve somewhere? Or am I going insane? Yeah, there's the valve. So what happens if we turn this valve? Okay, we've turned that off. That's kind of what I was hoping for. And then, yeah, I guess what we would then do is go to the reactor corridors. So I guess maybe we'd have to look at that next episode. So yeah, let's put a break in here, and then we'll look at the reactor corridors next episode. So yeah, that'll do it for this look at Encased. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more Encased or more strategy and RPG gaming in general. So yeah, bye for now.
Oh,
Hey, you okay?
oh, some damn enchiladas.